inside of it just starts trembling.
Freedom for Palestine!
Alright, well, we gotta move.
Freedom for Palestine! Freedom for Palestine! Stop ethnic cleansing now! Stop ethnic cleansing now! Stop ethnic cleansing now! Stop ethnic cleansing now! Free freedom
That was nice. 3 people said hi.
I know.
Since you've gotten here.
Wow.
Go!
So I know that my live stream might be breaking up to some extent, so I apologize for the connection going in and out. A lot of people here, and so that's definitely a success for the activists, but it does also mean that it's harder to get a working cell connection. So I apologize again if the live stream is going in and out. But they're headed eastward right now toward the capital by the thousands.
Thank you, everyone. We are here for so many reasons. Palestinian narrative is not only death, it is resistance, it is apartheid, it is ethnic cleansing, it is so many things. However, we are here also to honor and to mourn the lives that we lost in Gaza over the last few days. People who were not even participating in the resistance in Sheikh Jarrah. Women, children, mothers, fathers, who were literally just sitting at home, and then their lives and their bodies treated as collateral damage for Israel to test their weapons and to send a message. And we are here to be clear that we are not. Our people will not be collateral damage. Woo! So what we're going to do now is we are going to take a pause. We are going to honor the lives that we have lost. We will say their names because we are not just numbers. We are not just bodies. We are human beings. Right. We're going to say the names of each of the people that we lost in Gaza, in Palestine, all of Palestine over the last week. The names that you hear Tahir say are the names of adults. The names that you hear me say are the names of children. Please make sure that we are listening and showing and paying our respects to those who have been martyred in the pursuit of liberation. Thank you. The first child that was murdered by the occupation, Lina Iyad Fathi Sharif.
The first adult male, Yusuf Hansi.
Jur al-Zamali.
Ahmed al-Marsi.
Ahmed Rami Mahmoud al-Hawaji.
Ahmed Sabah.
Mahmoud Hamid Hassan Talba.
Yasmin Muhammad Hassan.
Ibrahim Muhammad Ibrahim al-Rantisi.
Maha Muhammad al-Habibi.
Dina Muhammad Mahmoud Isa.
Muhammad Ibrahim Muhammad Amin.
Yamin Ala Abu Hatab.
Manar Khadr Ahmed Isa.
Hilal Ala Abu Hatab.
Faiza Ahmed Muhammad Salama.
Yusuf Ala Abu Hatab.
Mustafa Hassan Ahmed Al-Abid.
عبد الرحمن محمد الخديجي.
لميا حسن محمد العطار.
سهيب محمد الخديجي.
ولاء محمد إبراهيم أمين.
محمد صابر إبراهيم سليمان.
وردة محمد إبراهيم أمين.
مصطفى محمد محمود عبيد.
هديل محمد إبراهيم أمين.
قراء إسلام أحمد الغرابي.
سهاد يوسف محمد الرنكيسي.
وهاب محمد عبد الله المصري.
شيماء دياب محمد الرنكيسي.
حسين منير حسين حمر.
رائد إبراهيم خميس الرنكيسي.
محمد عبد الله المصري.
خلود فؤاد فرحان الزملي.
إبراهيم يوسف عبد الله المصري.
مؤيد تيسير عبد الرحمن الخطيب.
إبراهيم عبد الله محمد حسنين.
عبد الرحمن خلف عزام.
مينا إياد فتحي شريف.
صبرين ناصر محمد أبو دية.
زيد محمد عوض الزنداني.
هاشم محمد الزغبي.
هالة حسين وفاء شريفي.
نعيمة صالح سلامة عايش.
مريم تلباني،
نسرين ناصر محمد أبو خليل،
بشار أحمد إبراهيم سمور،
سهيب عبد الرحيم أيوب غانم،
حمزة محمود ياسين علي،
إسماعيل جمال الطوبسي،
حمادة عطية عبد العمور،
مالك مصباح أسعد حمدان،
عمار تيسير محمد العمور،
عصام وائل عصايرة،
إليان منير إبراهيم العمور،
نضال صايل مصطفى الصفدي،
يحيى مازن شهادة خليفة،
عيسى برهيم،
محمد التناني،
محمد عادل شقر،
أدم التناني،
شريف خالد سليمان،
أمير التناني،
عوض أحمد حرب،
إسماعيل التناني،
محمد روحي حماد،
محمد زين العطار،
موسى غالب ماضي،
إسلام زين العطار،
صقر عبد المجيد الحية،
أمير زين العطار،
حسام بكر الحية،
إبراهيم الزنتيسي،
يوسف مهدي محمود نواصرة،
نور الزميلي،
محمد عمر النجار،
زكريا علوش،
ليالي طه عباس شرير،
رشيد أبو عرا،
نضال حبيب إسماعيل هونا،
سيد يوسف محمد عودة،
ظافر مارن ظافر الشوة،
زيد فاضل محمد كيسية،
جمعة عبد الله التحلي،
رشيد محمد أبو عرا،
رهب محمد خالف الحروب، أحمد محمد عطا، محمد عبد الله افتياض، محمد علي محمد نصير، إبراهيم أحمد طلال الشمباري، صابر إبراهيم محمود سليمان، بشير محمد علوش، عصمت شعبان عبد الله سيد، نبيل عمان محمد دردونة، رائد عبد الزكي أبو وردة، سليمان محمد الفرة، موسى خميس موسى الزين، كمال تيسير قراقع، محمد يحيى محمد أبو العطا، سميح فاهم هاشم المملوك، أميرة عبد الفتاح صباح، موسى حسونة، إياد شرير، عبد الرحمن الصباح، منذر عبد الكريم محمد بركة، منار عبد الكريم محمد بركة، محمد عبد الرؤوف محلس، ريما سعيد كمال سعيد، حسن محمد حسن الطهوجي، وائل الكريم علي عيسى، أحمد عبد الفتاح تراهمة، حسين عطية الطيطس، محمود جميل كنوسة، سعيد هاشم الحطو، دياني عبد الله عرفة، هديل خلود عرفة، محمود أحمد أبو عامر، منصور يوسف حسن الكرامي، مصطفى مازن سالم فردية، نادر محمد نبيه الغزلي، عبد السلام محمود نبيه الغزلي، ماجد ربيع محمود أبو سعادة، عوض نبيل محمد أبو سكية، باسم عبد الكريم علي عيسى، جمال محمد سعيد الزهري، حمزة محمود الثوار، محمود معن القراعي، محمد عبد المنعم شهيد، ميسون زكي هاشم المكتوب، أحمد وليد الطلاق، محمد أحمد أبو أمسو، وليد موسى خالد الشمالي، حامد إياد منصور، وائل خالد يونس البراوي، عاطف عبد الرحمن جمعة البراوي، طلعت جميل محمود وارش الآغا، سامي سعيد محمد رضوان، أحمد إبراهيم أبو سكران، محمد ماهد جابر أبو سكران، هاجر علي عبد الرزاق المدهون، عبد الرحمن محمد عبد الله المدهون، أسامة جمال الزبدي، خالد عماد الكنوع، أكرم محمد عبد العال العطار، حليمة علي محمد المدهون، عز الدين محمد عبد الله حلس، محمد سعيد محمد عطا، عبد العزيز عبد الحميد أبو ضعيمة، مجاهد ماجد يوسف الحديدي، حازم مصباح إبراهيم الخطيب، مصطفى محمد سليمان فرحان، محمود محمد جميل فارس. خلينا نقرأ سورة الفاتحة على
I got this one.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Yeah, let me tell you what I would know.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير
topics,
المغضوب عليهم
explaining some
ولا
technology
الضالين.
problems. It's going to be in the setting of either an interview or an informative.
Take another 30-second moment of silence.
Yeah, I mean,
for our martyrs,
it kind of depends
for
on
our
the budget,
babies,
honestly. But I mean, I can give you a card if you want to send me an email. I'm happy to tell you like the actual model number. That kind of
partners,
like,
relatives, loved ones. 30-second moment of silence for them, please.
My outlet's called basically freelance. I publish my content and hope that people will license it.
Really?
Like other news outlets, yeah.
Okay, I like that. I want to get into this.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
Shoot me an email.
I will.
Happy to talk. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. If we have anybody that is expecting to speak, if you could please make sure that you make your way over to the truck. Thank you.
All I can think after hearing all those names is one thing. Israel is a terrorist state! Israel is a terrorist state! Israel is a terrorist state! 1, 2, 3, 4! 1, 2, 3, 4! Occupation no more! Occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8! 5, 6, 7, 8! Israel is a terrorist state! 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 Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! End the siege on Gaza now! 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 Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! End the siege on Gaza now! 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 Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry! 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 We will never let you die! 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 Israel is a terrorist state! 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 Free, free Palestine! 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 Let's continue marching! Let's continue marching! Let's make sure all this is here! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Biden, Biden, don't you know? Biden, Biden, don't you know? Biden, Biden, you will see! Biden, Biden, you will see! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Biden, Biden, you will see! Biden, Biden, you will see! Palestine will be free! Palestine will be free! Save, save Sheikh Jarrah! Save, save Sheikh Jarrah! Save, save Sheikh Jarrah! Save, save Sheikh Jarrah! Settler, settler, go back home! Settler, settler, go back home! Sheikh Jarrah is ours alone! Sheikh Jarrah is ours alone! Settler, settler, go back home! Settler, settler, go back home! Sheikh Jarrah is ours alone! Sheikh Jarrah is ours alone! Gaza is ours alone! Gaza is ours alone! Palestine is ours alone! Palestine is ours alone! Free, free Palestine! 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 What do you want? When do you want it? Now! What do you want? Justice. When do you want it? Now. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine.
Save, save, let's up! Save, save, let's up! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live Palestine! Long live! Long live!
Palestine.
Long live!
Palestine.
Long live!
Palestine.
Long live!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Kick occupation out the door!
Kick occupation out the door.
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state.
Israel is a racist state!
Israel is a racist state.
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
الموت ولا المذلة!
الموت ولا المذلة.
الموت ولا المذلة!
الموت ولا المذلة.
الموت ولا المذلة!
الموت ولا المذلة.
تحيا تحيا فلسطين!
تحيا تحيا فلسطين.
تحيا تحيا فلسطين!
تحيا تحيا فلسطين.
تحيا تحيا فلسطين!
تحيا تحيا فلسطين.
فيما فيما فلسطين!
Viva, viva Palestina.
فيما فيما فلسطين!
Viva, viva Palestina.
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a racist state!
Israel is a racist state.
Israel is a terrorist state!
Israel is a terrorist state.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine!
Long live Palestine.
The next chant we're going to do is one that is in Arabic. It is one that I saw recently, people back home chanting, and it's been very dear to my heart. It is, and I expect every single person who can pronounce this to be chanting it. على الأقصى راجعين شهداء بالملايين. That means we are returning to Jerusalem, martyrs in the millions. على الأقصى راجعين شهداء بالملايين.
شهداء بالملايين.
على الأقصى راجعين
شهداء
بالملايين.
شهداء بالملايين.
على الأقصى راجعين شهداء بالملايين.
شهداء بالملايين.
This one is for our refugees. This one is for the exiled. This one is for our brave, brave Palestinians who are marching back home to Palestine to reclaim. على الأقصى راجعين شهداء بالملايين.
شهداء بالملايين.
على الأقصى راجعين شهداء بالملايين.
شهداء بالملايين.
على
before they get to pass another. I'm gonna start going right now. Thank you for your
Free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
right next to it.
Hey, what's up, fuckheads? What's up, honky? Get the fuck out of here! I'm honky. I'm honky. Hey, take a picture, man. No!
No, I just heard them say, oh, there's something like, someone said
Occupation's got to go! The occupation's got to go! Ho ho! The occupation's got to go!
Hey everybody, let's try to go for the
occupation's got to go!
go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho. The occupation's got to go. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Palestine! Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
10,000, let me hear you! Free, free!
Palestine!
10,000, let me hear you! Free,
Can I hear him a little bit?
free!
Cops and borders, we don't need them.
What we want is total freedom. What we want is total freedom. Netanyahu, you can't hide.
Netanyahu, you can't hide.
We charge you with genocide.
We charge you with genocide.
Biden, Biden, you can't hide.
Biden, Biden, you can't hide.
We charge you with apartheid.
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 Hey, Biden, you will see.
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 Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
Save Gaza.
Save Gaza.
Save Gaza.
Save Gaza.
Cops and borders, we don't need them.
Cops and borders, we don't need them.
What we want is total freedom.
What we want is total freedom.
Cops and borders, we don't need them.
Cops and borders, we don't need them.
What we want is total freedom.
What we want is total freedom.
When I say free, you say Palestine. Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
I say save, you say Gaza. Save, save.
Gaza.
Save, save.
Gaza.
Save, save.
Gaza.
Save, save.
Gaza.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
Free, free.
Palestine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop the killing, stop the hate.
Stop the killing, stop the hate.
Your tax dollars aid in murder. Your tax dollars aid in murder. Your tax dollars aid in murder. The U.S. pays for illegal borders. The U.S. pays for illegal borders. Your tax dollars aid in murder.
Tax dollars aid in murder.
Your tax dollars aid in murder.
Tax dollars aid in murder.
The
From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. Free, free Palestine. 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 From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Let's
is kind of messing up. So I'm not sure how well this will continue to go as more people accuse it.
When I say free, you say Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. Free, free, Palestine. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Tahia, tahia, Palestine. 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 Okay, guys, can you make space a little bit? We're gonna be moving on track. So move this way. We're moving the people. All right, guys. Free, free Palestine. We're not marching, so all we're doing is spreading out. Go that way and stop. Folks over there, stop, stop, stop.
Stop!
Over here, keep moving. Over there, stop. Thank you for being here, everybody. We still have a little bit more program today. Thank you. Yellow.
Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza! Free, free Gaza!
Free, free Gaza.
Congress, Congress, you will see!
Congress, Congress, you will see.
Congress, Congress, you will see!
Congress, Congress, you will see.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
Congress, Congress, you will see!
Congress, Congress, you will see.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free!
Palestine will be free.
Not another nickel, not another dime!
Not another nickel, not another dime.
Not another nickel, not another dime!
Not another nickel, not another dime.
No more money for Israel's crime!
No more money for Israel's crime.
No more money for Israel's crime!
No more money for Israel's crime.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine. بالروح بالدم افديك يا أقصى. 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 بالروح بالدم افديك يا فلسطين. بالروح بالدم افديك يا فلسطين. مايك تشيك. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Thank you, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and proceed with our next group of speakers. To close this out. So we're gonna have a few more speakers before we go ahead and disperse and give everybody next steps as to how to stay involved. Can we remove the speakers? All right, the first person that we have coming up is Jinan. Jinan is a Palestinian-American activist, spoken word artist, and national organizer of the American Arab Anti-Discrimination Committee. Give it up for Jinan.
73 years! 73 years of resistance! 73 years of fighting back for our land! When I look out and I see all of you here today, I am so overwhelmed. I'm a Palestinian-American activist, born and raised in the United States, lived in Palestine under occupation, shot at by rubber bullets, tear gassed in the mosque, searched at the borders, simply for wanting to go back to my home. As an activist for over 30 years, when I see how much everybody here loves Palestine, it shows me that what we are doing is working. That you being out here means something. That you speaking up for Palestine is heard. That we will not be silenced. We will not be erased. We are going to thrive. We are still here. I want you all to know our fight is far from over. We know that. But if you look around and you look at all the people who are here today, I remember rallies when it was just the Palestinians, when we were just a few people on a corner in a city holding up a sign. And now I look around and I see all of our wonderful allies. It's overwhelming because I know that people understand that the fight for Palestine is tied to the fight for the indigenous land in this country, is tied to the fight for our Black Lives Matter brothers and sisters, is tied to the fight of everybody fighting against imperialism. Venezuela, Colombia, Myanmar, Palestine, all of our countries. If we stand together, I know, just from seeing what I have seen here today, that we are going to free Palestine. I am so proud of every single person who has shared, who has posted, who has had difficult conversations with their families, with their jobs, with their partners. Palestine is no longer taboo. We are rising. We have members in Congress who support us. Reach out to your members. Reach out to your members. This is how we make change. We need to condition the aid to Israel. We need to make our voices heard on the Hill. Hit the streets and then hit the websites. Write to your members of Congress. We will be heard. We will not be silenced. From the bottom of my heart, as a Palestinian who has had family in Palestine living under occupation, who has had family murdered at the hand of the Israeli Zionist army, who has had my own tax dollars in the United States fund the oppression of my people, I know that as long as we all stand together, we can make a difference, and it starts today. Who's with me? We're still here! 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 Thank you.
Thank you. Up next, we have Hannah from, she is an organizer and an activist, and she is a Palestinian, and is an organizer with the Council on American-Islamic Relations. Give it up for Hannah. Are you fired up? I can't hear you. My name is Hannah, and I'm proudly Palestinian. I am the daughter of indigenous Palestinians whose home was forcibly taken from them in 1948. My grandmother's home was taken from her, turned into a police station, and my
his home. Every day, our tax dollars are spent to fund this illegal military occupation. And today we say no more. The Nakba never ended for us. Day after day as Palestinians, we're socialized to be quiet about our oppression. But today, we reclaim our time. We reclaim our voices. Because for 73 years, we've been fighting. We've endured home demolitions. We've endured bombings. We've endured jailings. We've endured beatings. And we're still here because our existence is our resistance. I'm tired of having to prove my existence to the rest of the world. I'm tired of being linked to anti-Semitism for fighting for my freedom. No more!
No more!
Each of us here has a responsibility and a duty to stand up for what's happening because the fight is right here. It starts here. $10 million a day. $10 million a day we spend to the state of Israel with no say. Our elected officials are laughing at us. Well, we're gonna laugh back and we're gonna fight back. Demand that your congressional representatives divest from the millions and the billions of dollars spent to the state of Israel. I want everyone here to repeat after me. HR 2590. HR 2590. HR 2590. This is the bill. This is the bill introduced in Congress that we're going to support. Divest our tax-paying dollars from the state of Israel and invest it. Invest it back into our communities, into our black and brown communities who are policed by a terror force. Invest it back into our economy and not into the state of Israel, into the continued suffering of my people. Everyone fight back. The second thing I want everyone here to do today is to figure out if your local and city councils have contracts with the state of Israel. Because guess what? They're training our police right here. And they're training on the tactics that were used to kill George Floyd. So our oppression is interconnected. I want to hear everyone scream, HR!
HR!
95! HR! 2590! HR! 2590! يا أهل فلسطين نحن معكم مش هنخليهم ياخدوا الأقصى منا مش هنخليهم ياخدوا أرضنا منا Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Save Sheikh Jarrah!
Save Sheikh Jarrah!
Save Sheikh Jarrah!
Save Sheikh Jarrah!
And save Gaza!
Save Gaza!
Save Gaza!
Save Gaza!
حرية Sheikh Jarrah حرية
Sheikh Jarrah حرية
وفلسطين حرية
فلسطين حرية
وغزة حرية
وغزة حرية.
They have all the money, they have all the power, and they still fear the Palestinian with a rock. Remember this! We are the fighters! Don't quiet your voices! Fight back against these oppressors and start right here! Fight back! Thank you! Free Palestine! Thank you. I just want to say one thing really quickly. I know that we're asking people to email and reach out to your representatives. First and foremost, the U.S. government is an illegitimate one that is sitting on stolen land. First. Second,
when you are emailing, when you are reaching out, we are not asking for liberation, we are demanding it. The next person that is going to be speaking, I barely need to introduce, most people know her, is going to be Noura Arekat. Noura is an absolutely incredible humanitarian. She's an incredible person, a professor, an academic. And when I saw Noura here in DC on Tuesday and I asked her how she was doing, she told me that her heart was very heavy because of what is happening in Gaza. But the thing is, I also go online and I see Noura tweeting her ass off about Palestine, because that's the thing about we Palestinians, is heavy hearts don't weigh us down. So Noura, thank you for teaching me that a heavy heart doesn't stop us.
Thank you! Let them hear us in Gaza! سمعوهم صوتنا بشيخ جراح! سمعوهم صوتنا بحيفا! سمعوهم صوتنا بالليل! They have organized themselves into Jewish Zionist gangs, marking homes of Palestinians to go back in the night to attack them. They have evacuated Jaffa of Jewish Zionist residents so they do not protect the Palestinians who become open targets for prey. This is the so-called only democracy on earth. This is the so-called mixed city. It has never been mixed. It has never been equal. We cannot be equal in a settler colony. We cannot be equal in a settler colony. There are settlers. There are settlers everywhere. And they have made it clear to us that we can remain if we stay on our knees and subjugated. And despite 73 years of trying to fragment us, of putting us in open-air prisons, of locking us down into Bantustans, of separating us with blue passports, orange passports, green passports, we have risen up to say we are one people. We are one people. We are Palestinians from the river to the sea and across the world. I couldn't sleep last night, but I'm lucky to even have that privilege because I'm following what's happening in Gaza. They told us in 2014 it was unprecedented. They told us in 2012 it was unprecedented. They told us in 2008 and 2009 it was unprecedented. In 2021, it is again unprecedented. It is the lack of accountability. It is the blank check from this imperial capital of the world that makes it possible. That makes it possible to strike with precise weapons technology. These aren't crude rockets. Hamas has crude rockets they can't target. Israel is a weapons exporter. It sells its weapons and says they're battle tested. It is the only nuclear power in the Middle East. It is the 11th most significant military in the world. They can target if they want. And they are targeting children. They are targeting families. They struck a Mukhayyam al-Shati. They demolished homes and pulled out one survivor, a 2-month-old named Omar. One survivor. Who is going to explain to Omar what happened to his family? Who is going to explain how in an instant they were wiped out and this capital and other diplomatic capitals said, we need calm. We need both sides of calm. We need accountability. We need sanctions. We need sanctions. We need sanctions. Demilitarize Israel. They want us to demilitarize the nuclear state. That's what we need to happen. Save Sheikh Jarrah. Save all of Palestine from the river to the sea. We will all be free. Free, free Palestine.
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 Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine!
Last thing, y'all. I was these people organizing this just 20 years ago. Do you know? They said to me the same thing they said to my parents, the same thing they said to my grandparents. The old will die, the young will forget. Not a single one of you has forgotten, because like seeds, we grow. Y'all think it up.
Thank you, Farnuda. Our final speaker for today is Mohammed. He is an organizer with the Palestinian Youth Movement, DMV chapter.
What's up, everyone? I'm not going to try to follow that or match that. I can't, even if I tried. There's so much passion that happened here today. I'm going to come and talk about something and not try to, match the tone that's happened before. Try to talk about something a little bit calm, a little bit. Bahsotna. But we're so energized because the struggle doesn't stop, not after we go home from here. And I just wanted to take a moment and thank everyone for coming out here today to honor Palestine and the struggle for Palestine. It's a shame that it takes an immediate assault on our beloved Palestine for us to come together like this. But in the years between the big flare-ups of violence when we come to DC, there are organizers that continue the struggle. And there are those who continue the struggle from college campuses to houses of worship, to community centers throughout the globe and throughout America. And it's this level of organizing that makes or breaks any movement. It's at the grassroots level that change is effected. Without the tireless and often thankless work of these heroic organizers, all those speeches on Congress's floor would not mean a single thing. And there's only one space for Palestinian youth in North America to come together as a community and continue this essential work. And after we go home today, there's only one, like I said, there's only one space where this work can occur, and it's with the Palestine Youth Movement. PYM gives Palestinian youth throughout North America the chance to learn the history of our struggle, to prepare for the future of our struggle, and most importantly, to me at least, to make life in exile a little less unbearable. As Palestinians in the diaspora, we are intentionally erased from the narrative whenever those in power speak of Palestine. When the West parades the rotting corpse of the so-called two-state solution, they willfully exclude us exiled Palestinians. But we make up the majority of the Palestinian nation. So the struggle for Palestine is incomplete without the participation of those of us in exile. And liberation for Palestine is incomplete without the return of every single last refugee. It is our duty as Palestinian youth and North American diaspora to participate in the struggle for Palestine, to build power for ourselves and on our own terms, and to fight for, of course, our rightful return to our homeland. We will work endlessly to see to it that we are closer to liberation tomorrow than we are today, just as we are that much closer to liberation today than we were yesterday. And if you're a Palestinian youth who wants to fight for our liberation beyond just coming to these important protests, then come join us in PYM. Help us realize our right to self-determination. In fact, let's all leave here feeling a little bit more connected and a little bit more of a community. If you came here alone, make a friend. If you came here with friends, make more friends. Or not, I'm not the boss of you. But with that, free Palestine! Free Palestine! And remember, all those great speeches we saw on Congress's floor that we rightfully got excited about, again, they don't mean anything without us in the streets, and when we go home without us continuing the struggle. Remember that. Thank you.
Raise your flags up, raise your signs up. My dear brothers and sisters, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for coming out today. It means so much that our community is standing firmly, resolutely, and strongly in the time of Intifada in Palestine. That we are connected by the heart, by the soul, to our family in Palestine. That the diaspora is alive. My dear brothers and sisters, at American Muslims for Palestine, my objective, my job, is to translate the power of this mobilization into the force of organization. My objective is to translate the strength in numbers into policy change. My objective is to build our power as a community. So that when we tell you to sign the petition, don't say, oh, what is that gonna do? Just sign the damn petition. Sign the petition. When we tell you to come out strong on the street, don't say, oh, what is that gonna mean? Just come out to the streets. When we say, make that phone call to your member of Congress.
Make that phone call.
Make that phone call.
Make that phone call. Make that phone call. Make that phone call.
That's right.
Make that phone call.
With that being said, I want to remind you of what I asked you to do in the beginning of this march. Tomorrow, Joe Biden is holding a Eid celebration at the White House. And you better believe that we will not walk on the graves of our Palestinian children by celebrating with him. Go on our website right now, ampalestine.org. AM as in mother, Palestine.org. And sign the pledge to boycott Biden's Eid. The least we can do. 5,000 people have already signed it in the past 24 hours. Let us make it 10,000 right now. We have other actions for you to take. Many of you may have heard about the bill introduced by Representative Betty McCollum, HR 2509. And I'm gonna have the sister, 2590? Sorry, 2590. We're gonna have the sister Hannah talk about it. Thank you very much. Follow us, AM Palestine, on Instagram, on Facebook. Follow PYM. Make sure you stay in touch with us. We'll see you again on the streets.
Everyone needs to memorize these numbers today. HR 2590. HR 2590. The struggle starts right here. Our money is funding this illegal colonial military occupation. Demand that it stops. Demand that it's brought back to these streets. HR 2590. HR 2590. They're sitting in there and they're having the best of times. They're sitting on their lobby money, not working for us. Make them work for you. One more time. HR 2590. Let's go to work.
Free Palestine.
Y'all don't need me, you have your own voices. Let me hear it.
Free Palestine. Free Palestine. End the siege on Gaza now. End the siege on Gaza now. Free Gaza. Free Gaza. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Congress, you will see. Congress, you will see. Congress, you will see. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Great. We're gonna go ahead and close out. And before we do, I just want to say, this is Rasha. She is the general coordinator of our chapter. and one of my best friends. I'm gonna admit something that I hate to admit, and it's that I was in the car with Rasha a couple of weeks ago, and I said, you know, honestly, within our lifetime seems so out of reach. And I said, like, I'm in this fight for the sake of Allah, because I know it's the right thing to do. And I don't know, like I said, I don't know. I really don't know whether or not it's feasible to liberate Palestine within my lifetime, but I'm gonna do it for the sake of God, and I'm gonna do it so that we can lift a little bit of the burden on the generation after us, just like our parents and our grandparents did. But the thing is, I'm starting to think the generation after us won't have to do shit but sit in Palestine. I thought return was so far away, and then we watched Palestinians physically, literally return to our homes. So that's the goal, is going to be in fact within our lifetime, because we are doing it, and our people, my people, are so much stronger than even I thought we could possibly be, and that's my fault for undermining our own people. We are powerful, and those of you who are here today, do not let anybody tell you that you are not Palestine. Do not let anybody tell you that diaspora Palestinians are not the same as Palestinians back home. We are not diaspora because we up and left. We are the children of the exiled. We are the children and the grandchildren of the displaced. We are Palestine. We are Palestine. All that said, before you all leave here today, please remember what Tahir said. Like I said, when it comes to people who work in this building in Congress at the White House, we do not ask for liberation, we demand it, and that's exactly what AMP does. They demand, they make those demands from the people in power here, and they make it clear that we also have power, and we're also here to claim our power, and we also demand liberation as our right. So please make sure you are following American Muslims for Palestine. Now for us, we are the Palestinian Youth Movement. That's PalestinianYouthMovement.com. You can follow us on Instagram at the Palestinian Youth Movement as well. We want as many people as possible to join us, because this is so powerful, and we need to keep this power going. Liberation is not a one and done event. It's not a one and done march. So please come meet us, find us. Anybody who's wearing a kufiya hat, like the one Russia is holding, is a member of the Palestinian Youth Movement. And if you came here today from another state, we have chapters all over the nation, and more chapters will be continuing to open up as we continue to build power. Yes, anything else? Oh, wait. Who? Okay, sounds good. If you have one of our flags or one of our banners for the Palestinian Youth Movement, like I said, find one of us with a cap or a mega. If you have anything that belongs to us, please find one of us so that you can return it. I am also asking, I love y'all. I could sit here and watch this all day and hang out with you and smoke ergile and eat knafe, but I want to make sure that every single human here goes home safe today. So please, please, please make sure. Max, you're here for 10 more minutes at, 20? Okay, max 20 minutes, because there's just too many people. You can't squeeze it in 10 minutes. But really, after 20 minutes, make sure that we're leaving, make sure that we're dispersing so folks could go home safe. Thank you.
So a good chant for indigenous people is land back. So when I say land, y'all say back. Land! 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 And we're gonna make sure that every single Palestinian in the diaspora returns to Palestine. I don't know why that
Just raise our hands and we'll say Amen. Amen. اللهم انصر فلسطين. اللهم اعز الاسلام والمسلمين. وانصر فلسطين على اسرائيل. اللهم انتقم من اسرائيل. اللهم ادخلهم الجنه. فلسطين اللهم ادخل فلسطين الجنه. اللهم ارحم موتاهم واشف مرضاهم يا رب العالمين. اللهم انصر فلسطين. اللهم انصر فلسطين يا حي يا قيوم. امين. Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine!
Alrighty, so to the people still watching, thank you for tuning in today. They kind of told everybody that the event is over and to be sure that you're dispersed in 20 minutes, so you know, it's pretty much wrapped. There's a few people, or not a few, but a few hundred people continuing to chant after the event has formally kind of ended, but people are starting to head out. So just as kind of a little wrap up, the march went from the Washington Monument here in Washington, D.C., all the way to the Capitol. I will say, I think this is the biggest presence I've seen outside the Capitol since January 6th. Obviously, in a very completely different context and tone from that, but you can actually still see the fence there. This is one of the closer fences. Before it had been a lot wider. Now, you know, people can get a little bit closer. No issues with police whatsoever that I saw. No, you know, nothing like that. So overall, kind of a positive vibe for the day on a difficult subject. Hi.
What do you do, freelance or what?
Yeah, my outlet's called News to Share. I've actually interviewed your group quite a bit.
Yeah, today Saturday, I couldn't
Yeah, if you're interested in chatting, I mean, I was about to wrap my live stream, but I'm happy to have you on.
Yeah, but it's Saturday. I couldn't speak on any couldn't use any electricity.
Oh, gotcha. I understand. Well, nice to meet you, though.
Where can I find what you?
News to Share is the name of it. News, the number two
News
share.
to Share.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. So with that, I'm going to wrap the live stream up. Thank you everybody once again for watching, and I will have some HD video and photos out later today.